What is going on, everyone? This is Anton, or Pick6, whichever you prefer. And today, before I get started into this version of what I call Recon highlights, and there's a reason I titled it Recon highlights instead of aggressive recon, despite the fact that this one I think is actually far more aggressive than the previous one, I wanted to clear up misconceptions about the last aggressive recon video I posted. The reason that I called it aggressive recon is because as much as it isn't so much me going around with like a one-time scope in hardcore mode, going around getting tons of in-your-face style kills like Sergeant Enigma does, because he's set the bar, he's the standard. The reason I still call it aggressive recon, even though mine isn't that, because mine was still... it was sniping highlight clips of several matches, because that's my general procedure for sniping highlights or aggressive recon. It's taking the sniping out of regular matches that I had success in, and basically grouping them together in one video. And I only include the matches that I have a ton of plentiful kills in, or I find them entertaining. This particular video here I find might be my most entertaining video of any aggressive recon I put up. But again, that's open to preference. That's completely what you think. These ones here are probably my most aggressive clips. And this one should probably be called aggressive recon more so than the other ones did. But the reason I wanted to go back real quick, because I got sidetracked there of course. Wait, but listen to this. I can't believe I didn't get shot and I wasn't killed there while I was defusing that MCOM. Unbelievable. Anyway, I wanted to go back about the last video and talk about why I labeled it aggressive recon, and some disagreed, and that's perfectly fine, but I think it's how you define aggressive. If you compare it to, say, Sergeant Enigma's videos, then sure, it's not going to be anywhere near as aggressive. The thing is, though, aggressive to me is getting... like say the most kills in the match, or getting near the most kills in the match, more than say someone would assault or engineer would, at the same time as moving around and scouting out your team. Almost got knife there, but end up getting the kill. If hypothetically I was to go around and get a lot of kills, but like the distance between the kills was a large amount, I'd still sort of label it aggressive. The only difference is that when you it's how you define aggressive. If you compare it to Sergeant Enigma, obviously it's not going to appear as aggressive. But if you looked in the previous clips, especially in this one, I don't know how you wouldn't label that as aggressive. That was a nice shot there too. You can't really not label it aggressive. But basically, my point is that despite it being not quite Sergeant Enigma level of aggressive, I'd still feel justified in calling it aggressive. If you agree or disagree, obviously, let me know. And if you feel the title's that offensive, I can obviously change it. But I personally felt it was justified. It's just that I can't really label it anything else. I can maybe call it recon highlights, and like I did in this particular case, but the difference being that I can't exactly not call it aggressive unless I showed you the entire highlight reel, like the entire match. Which I plan on doing soon. If I haven't already done it. Depends on the order that I put up the video. Because my standard procedure, obviously, is I'll edit a few videos and then I'll commentate over them all at once. So sometimes I'll commentate and render, say, 3 or 4 videos at once. So if this one's part of the package deal and I had already put up a full match of sniping first, then just ignore this comment. This one. Anyway, 4 minutes into the video, I finally get to describe it. This particular match, or this video I mean, was pretty much some of my more aggressive highlights, with the G18, aggressive recon here, holding off the opponent while they tried to defuse the MCOM there. I definitely felt that this one was the most entertaining, probably the most aggressive of the aggressive recon series that I've been putting up on my channel. So I have a feeling you guys will look at that one. I have a feeling you guys will enjoy this one the most. Again, you guys' preference though. In this one, because a lot of people commenting on my channel would prefer to see a lot of the other non-M98B guns. And in this particular case, I used the M98B. Right here you're going to see, I believe this is the M40A5. Nope, SV98. You notice the SV98, the M40A5, and my, of course, my favorite, M98B. Take a look at this clip here. This was right after I uninstalled the previous update, or the latest update, and look at this. Kaboom. It left me with the one-time scope, the second I think it was 1 or 3, something like that. It left me with that scope as and that was a nice one too. It left me with the 1 or the 3 as the preset scope. So I figured, might as well give it a try. Worst comes to worst, I fail miserably. Turned out pretty good though, because I'm actually pretty good at going for headshots. So that's why it worked out. A lot of L96 highlights in this one. You're going to see SV98, M98B, and M40A5 is because I currently don't have the latest update. The reason I don't have it is partly because I'm capped with internet. I have 10 gigs a month to use on internet, and if I go over, I get killed in charges. So I usually have to get updates from my friend's house, and they've been busy, so I haven't gotten it lately. The other thing about it too is when I tried it at my friend's house a couple weeks back, I actually did not enjoy it too much. So anything you see here is basically pre-update footage. There's absolutely no update on my hard drive right now. And that's why I don't have the L96. I'll be getting both updates, like the previous update and the new update, in the near future. And obviously, I'd love to play with my subscribers again, play with some of my friends that actually are on the update. So that will be in the near future. But for the near future here, like as of right now, I mean, if you are willing to play or uninstall your update, just do what I did. Save it on a flash drive if you're capped with internet, or even if you're not capped with internet, because it's much faster. Just save it on a flash drive, uninstall everything off your Xbox, and then if you want to play on the update again later, just reinstall it. That's what I do. If you don't like the update at all, then I'd highly recommend that you uninstall it and play without an update at all, because trust me, it works. But I do miss the L96, and if you guys would like some more somewhat aggressive recon, or whatever you'd like to call my style of here, sort of recon highlights, then obviously I will use the L96, because to be honest, it's one of my favorite ones. And the SV98, to me, closing point here, SV98, M40A5, and L96 are pretty much interchangeable inside of 300 meters. They're very nice guns. M98B is pretty much carbon copy, but of course, once it passes 300, its bullet velocity negates bullet drop a bit more. Only difference. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the clips.